People who are willing to take an arduous journey to save an animal's life are truly valuable heroes. While most rescue missions take place above water, fascinating things can happen underwater as well. When a diver was attacked by a shark during an underwater adventure, he was quite frightened. But then he realized he desperately needed help. David is a local diver who dove with Emerald Charters in Jupiter, Florida. He is no stranger to the scene and has been diving for almost 10 years. For the past 5 years he has primarily been in the waters of Jupiter, Florida. He has been on countless dives, so he already has a lot of experience. But on one particular day, David went diving with his team and noticed something was wrong. While he was diving in the Atlantic Ocean, a shark kept trying to get his attention. It was strange. The shark that was desperately trying to get the diver's attention was a lemon shark. "They always bump into us, but they don't usually bump into us that often," David explained. That's how he knew something was wrong. This female shark kept bumping into him, and when she bumped into him, she would raise her head and show him her belly. It was quite intimidating to say the least. It is not uncommon to encounter lemon sharks while diving in Florida waters. Local residents have encounters with the sharks on the beach all the time. However, this does not mean that they are not afraid of them. An encounter with a lemon shark can be quite a frightening experience. These sharks are very powerful and can grow up to 3 meters long. They also feed on other sharks, large seabirds and other sea creatures. However, although lemon sharks are large and strong, they are usually not aggressive towards humans. That's why David had never been afraid in previous encounters with them. But this time was different. After the shark kept nudging David, he realized that something was wrong. That's when he decided to see what the shark was trying to show him. Suddenly David saw what the problem was. When the diver looked closer, he noticed that there was a huge hook sticking out of the shark's belly. He lifted his belly, and I noticed something, David explained. David knew he had to help the shark. He tried to pull the hook out. However, on the first attempt to help him, the shark quickly swam away. The diver quickly realized that this was not going to be an easy rescue. Finally, the shark swam back to David. This time, he grabbed the shark by the head and pulled it up so he could get a better look at the appropriate spot. "He was metal," he said. "He wouldn't give in. I slowly pulled. David kept pulling and pulling to get the object out. He could tell it was a hook, but he had no idea how big it was. Finally, he managed to pull the thing out, and it was huge. When David finally pulled the hook out, he was shocked by the size of the object. David, who is 1 meter 90 tall and weighs 90 kilograms, said the hook was as big as his hand. No wonder the shark was so adamant about removing it. "It was the kind of thing she was determined to get rid of," he said. "As soon as I started fiddling with it, the shark literally said, 'Get it out of me.'" David has a guess as to how the hook got stuck in the first place. He believes the shark must have swallowed the hook more than a year ago. Over time, the hook had slowly worked its way out of her body. "That was a crazy experience to be a part of," the diver said. But that experience was not to be the end of the story. David and his team had filmed the entire interaction and captured the tragic moment on camera. Then something incredible happened. At one point after the shark was rescued, it swam back to the camera and appeared to thank its rescuers. "It was very moving images that took place there in the ocean," David recounted. "Afterwards, we were all very happy about it. What he and his team accomplished was truly incredible." David is a true hero for doing everything he could to help the lemon shark. Feel free to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to learn more about this inspiring rescue story.